Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Nwimu TV. If you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. If you are just a newcomer and you come across our video, you are welcome as well. Please do me a favor by clicking the notification button so that you will receive a notification whenever I post my new video. All right, my people, last time I talked about things you are going to meet when you come to Europe, things you should be expecting in terms of to get yourself settled, documentation, and all the rest. And today, I want to talk about very few things that I think you need to know. But before I dive into that, I just want to say this. This my channel is just all about awareness. I'm not here to advise you on what to do. I'm not professional advisor, but I think from the little experience I've gathered since I've been in Europe, so I think our people need to know this information so that when you come around, you will know that these things are possible. These things are things you need to do to get yourself, prepared and get yourself into the system to avoid surprises, right? So I don't see myself as advisor, but I see myself as a whistleblower, right? In terms of information, awareness. Today, I'll be telling us something very, very important, especially if you find yourself in this side of the world, in Europe, with your family, right? If you're a family man, even if you're a single person as well, and what is this thing is about life insurance. It's quite unfortunate that so many of us, so many Africans living in Europe, anywhere you find yourself, in America, and name them, there's what they call life insurance. But people don't know about it. Why so many others know about it, but they believe it is a scam. It doesn't work, right? And for that reason, they don't want to get involved. Why some other people think, I'm not dying yet, why will I do life insurance? Do you think I'm going to die? Or are you planning to kill me? No, my brother, nobody's planning to kill anybody. But life insurance is all about getting yourself prepared. Just like in my previous video, I told you things you should be expecting and things you're going to do when some things happens, or when you find yourself in this side of the world. Now, life insurance is something very, very important as a family man. As a family man, it's very, very important. If you're a single person, it is also important, right? But I'm focusing on married people. If you're here with your family, your wife and your kids, I don't think you want to leave them in a very critical condition if you're nowhere to be found tomorrow. We don't pray for anybody to buy, right? We come here for greener pasture, and we're going to go back, haven't gotten what we came here for. But then, in as much as we hope for the best, we must get prepared for the worst, right? A very sensible person will be hoping for the best, but will be prepared for the worst. So this life insurance is not too expensive, and it is not a scam. Disclaimer first, I'm not life insurance consultant. I'm not advertising for any company. Don't contact me for that. I'm just giving you an information, right, that you might be needing if you're not aware, so that you will be and get yourself equipped in case of eventuality. Your family won't, suffer much because we're in a strange land, right? So life insurance, you can get it from your bank. For instance, I will use UK as a case study because I'm here in the UK, right? So if you go to Barclays Bank, the Nationwide, name them, Halifax, there are so many other banks, they offer this life insurance, right? And it doesn't cost much. As little as £4, £6, £7, you can get your life secured, insured, right? And you are good to go. You pay it every month. It's nothing. It's nothing compared to amount of money you keep sending back to Africa to people that don't even really care about you, just to make them feel good. That is what is on your mind. But after they receive that money from you, they don't even want to know anything about you anymore. So, and you're here with your family, your kids are still very young. Nobody knows tomorrow. I think it's very, very important I put this thing out there for anyone who needs it. So go to your bank, ask them if they do offer this life insurance policy. Get one for yourself and your family. The policy you choose determines the price, right? For instance, there are some policy that if eventually you buy, the insurance will pay some amount of money to your spouse. I mean, it's vice versa, whether wife or husband, they will pay some amount of money to your spouse. Now, that money will help to, sustain the family. Plus, they might take care of this person's burial ceremony. I think if you're here in the UK, you can get it from any bank you are using. Those of us that come from Africa, some of us wish to be taken back home if anything happens to us. You can as well secure it that way with just £6 a month, right? Which is nothing. And that will be a direct debit form. And then that's it. You can do it for yourself and for your wife. Then your kids will be under you, covered as well, until they get to the age of 18 years, depending on the company you are using, right? Very, very simple. And that is done right there. You make your life very easy. But if anything happens, at least you know that you will not put your spouse, be it your husband or your wife, in a tight corner. Because we know how difficult it is here in the Western world, right? And we find it difficult to make savings. Even if you have savings and when it eventually happens, it's always difficult to gather that kind of money to do the needful. Now, another thing is also, if you're not in the UK, you can also go and make your researches. There are also companies, apart from banks, there are also companies that offer this insurance. Just go to your search engine and type life insurance in the UK or wherever you find yourself. Get their number, call them, get yourself insured, get your life insured. It's not only about when you buy. You can also insure yourself, your income, right? For example, if you're going to work and you had an accident, you can't work for 3 months, get yourself covered. I think that is called income insurance. So if you cannot work for 3 months because you have a serious injury from an accident, after 3 months of you being off from work, the insurance takes off from there. They will start paying you the agreed amount. And now the agreed amount will depends on how much you pay per month. So if you said, okay, your income every month is £1,500, 1,500, right? The insurance might ask you to be paying £30 per month. So if anything happens by mistake, you cannot be able to work again. So the insurance takes off from there and start paying you that 1,500, which is £1,500 per month, till you get to your feet and you can be able to go back to work. You see, if you're going to be, handicapped to the rest of your life, right, the insurance will keep paying because you have already insured your income. these things are possible. I'm just putting this information out there because a lot of us that just came newly from Africa, or those of us that have been living here for a long time, they lack all this information. Now, you can also, protect yourself from critical illness, right? A lot of people are diabetic today. A lot of people have some illnesses I don't want to mention. Once you have this critical illness, the insurance pays you. But the reason why I'm bringing this awareness is because these things are very, very cheap. They are not too expensive. It's something that you can afford, right? It's something you can afford every month. And then that will give you peace of mind. So these things are possible. Make your research, check it out. And also, if you have kids, once you cover yourself, ensure yourself, your kids also protected under you if they are still underage. But then, depending on the company you are using, right? Some accept it, some don't. So that's why you need to make your researches, right? And guess what? If your child goes to school and probably during the course of playing in the school, he got injured, broke his arms or his leg or whatever, these kids are being protected. You can easily call the insurance. Explain to them what happened. All you need to do, give them the admission, later from the hospital. Straight up, they will pay you whatever amount you guys agreed. That's how easy it works. No scam. It works because I have it myself. And they have paid me off when my son had an injury. So I think this information, somebody out there might need it. That's why I decided to make video regards to this. If you're just a new person living in Europe, this information is for you. If you have been living here and you are not aware, or you think they are scammers, as so many of us think, I'm telling you, it is not true. But then you need to be very, very careful. I'm not saying there is no scammers out there, but you need to look out for the company you want to use for, make a research on them. But if you are not convinced, go through your bank. At least, bank cannot scam you. But get these things for yourself to give your spouse rest of mind. We are not praying that we're going to buy. We are hoping to live long as we can, to look after our kids and obviously enjoy that thereafter. But it's also important we take precaution measures in case of eventuality. All right, my people, thank you for now. I just said let me drop this message so that we'll be aware and act on it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do it to subscribe. And if you are already a member of my community, thank you once again for watching. See you guys on the next one. Bye.